How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews. Back to another review. A little bit of collaboration time in the form of Carton and Trillium Brewings. It is their 02210 Eastern Double India Pale Ale. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a Carton review. I've done a couple Trillium reviews, but you know, few and far between. So it's kind of cool to get a little bit of two of the brewers that I think I personally am kind of fans of, not just from what they produce beer wise, but what they kind of, how they approach the beerdom. But yeah, super excited to give it a whirl. It just came out not too long ago, 3/23. This is the 31st, so you know it's a week old. It's part of the IPA series. That's a little and telier on there, a French word for basically workshop, but they're kind of mashing it with and whatever. All you're doing is weird things. And it's a quintessential Carton can, except, you know, you get your, up there Boston way kind of zip codiness, and then you have grayness, which is Trillium, is pretty much just the gray and white, that cool wood etching they do. Yeah, I dig it. You know, I've always liked Carton's cans. They have the, you know, the drink off the beaten craft thing up there, their little slogan. Kolsch yeast, Pilsner malt, whole bunch of, couple experimental hops and whatnot, and that's it. So yeah, label-wise is cool. This beer was given to me by George of Massive Troll Review fame. You know George. We love George. So anyway, let's see what we have going on here. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while. I live in Jersey now, so you figured I'd be banging off those Carton beers, but I don't live close enough to where I visit all that often. So the stuff that I get off the shelves from Carton is already stuff that I reviewed. Not that I can't really review, but yeah, it had a very minuscule head. Dissipated pretty damn quickly. Beer's probably a little bit warmer than I like. It's probably closer to the low 50s as opposed to high 40s, but I don't think that has much to do with it. And it's got a soft orange, slightly hazy glow to it. It's definitely not your butternut squash kind of thing that you hop thotty folks out there kind of go gaga for, but it's kind of your OG style haze. Let's put it that way. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. It's coming off more of like an orange pico tea kind of thing. I'm getting like a real herbal. I'm getting like an orange on there, but it's not going to be your orange you typically get on your nose. You're like, oh man, it's orange peel and this, that, and the other thing. No. It's more of like a tannic, kind of like a herbally, kind of spicy kind of hoppiness, as opposed to that super juiciness. But there is that kind of fruit component too. There's something else to it. And maybe it's the Kolsch yeast. I mean, it's a Kolsch yeast. I don't know. I don't think they did like a lager New England style kind of IPA on it. But there's a little bit of kind of a yeasty kind of funkiness, but character to it. And that's pretty much it. Very soft. I don't really get much as far as bittering, overt bittering, and I don't really get much as far as sweetness in there. Did I talk about ABV on this? 7%. Doesn't come off like that at all. But yeah, it smells more like kind of like English kind of cask ale, kind of pub ale-y to me, more than kind of a hazy Eastern Double India Pale Ale. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Super drinkable. I mean, I'm getting a very kind of soft creaminess to it. Those hops definitely come off. Kind of, it's not just tea-like. It's more like a lack of words. It's not like an old school tea. It's a bit more of kind of a fruited kind of like, you know, Far Eastern style kind of tea, to where there's a bit more to it. Just your generic kind of old school sea hoppy kind of tannic herbaliness to it. There's herbal vibes to it all around, but at the same time, there's a bit of like almost like flowery kind of vibe to it. It's got a nice dryness to it. It's almost more coming off a yeast thing, I believe, than anything else. I said it has a nice kind of creamy mouthfeel to it. And it drinks like a 4% beer. It doesn't come anywhere close to 7%. And that's it. It's a super chugger, super drinker. It's almost like a dinner IPA as opposed to anything else. There's equal parts kind of soft malty, pilsner, crackery maltiness, soft hoppiness, and soft yeastiness. They're all kind of working together. And super fun kind of package. It's not, this is not a blockbuster movie. Even though, two brewers that end up coming off like blockbuster breweries, it's not blockbuster movie. It's more something a bit more nuanced, something you have to listen to the dialogue. You have to pay attention. And it's kind of the brewers to a T. Most people know Trillium for what they do. But they make so many great kind of soft kind of saison and sour beers that are so gentle and so nuanced. And that's kind of like Carton's thing too. Sure, they do their Sundays of the world, the coffees of the world. But, all he really gets is boners from, that more kind of nuanced, kind of softer kind of beers. And it kind of, you get a bit of both brewers kind of, not necessarily you're getting Carton, you're getting Trillium on both ends of the beer. You're getting the mindset from both ends on there. From what I've read, from what I know. I mean, I've talked to Augie a couple times. I've talked to JC on the radio show. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I fucking talk to them all the time. So this is just kind of what I assume and what I've heard. But yeah, it's tasty beer. It's delicious. It's going to freak everybody out because everybody's going to be like, oh my God, Trillium and Carton. It's not going to be that beer. It's not going to be, Carton's doing a super hazy beer with Trillium, or, Trillium is going to make a Jersey beer. It's not that. It's something where it almost like two brewers just hanging out doing their thing. And this is what popped out, and it's pretty fucking cool. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better, they say double IPAs. Let's go double IPAs I've had as of late. Is it one of the better ones? One of the best ones? I don't know. Is it one of the more interesting ones? Yes, without a doubt. There's a separation there sometimes for me, and that's where this one lands. Viscerally, it doesn't make me go, oh my God, it's not a fucking shot of heroin or a slice of cheesecake. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either, so it's interesting, fun, and I dig it. Value availability, I have no idea. It was given to me by George, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like drinking beer. If you like drinking beer and thinking about it and kind of processing it, that's kind of where this beer lands for me. It's something that you want to pay attention to when we're talking about the whole kind of dialogue thing in a movie. It's something that you want to kind of ponder a bit and have fun with, but at the same time, it's beer. So you chug it and you drink it and you love it, and if you don't love it, then there you go. You don't love it. It's not fucking rocket science here. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there, if you want to talk about it, type Massive Beers into Google if you want to check out the whole social media shit that I do. Type in Beer Massive into your favorite podcasting app or Google if you want to check me out doing the brewer interview stuff. We do a bunch of brewer interviews on the podcast, roundtables, all that stuff. We had Augie on in its previous iteration of the show a couple times. Had JC from Trillium, so you can check out the old interviews of those guys. But we have new stuff coming in. Formats change, but go check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little collab beer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.